Next up, we have my good friend Jim Farrell. Jim has published 4 novels: Brooklyn Boy, The Extraordinary Banana Tree, The Barge of Curiosity, and Mikey's Quest for Father God, and 2 collections of short stories. He will be reading tonight from his new novel, Choices, a Work in Progress. Mr. Jim Farrell.
How is this, okay?
Great.
Turner, C617, Nancy Swan, September 2008, initial, Seymour, Tennessee. I looked around the cavernous room but didn't see her. She had to be here. That was preordained. The wooden floor was covered with sawdust. 5 men and 2 women were sitting at the bar drinking Rolling Rock from green bottles, alternating a swig of the beer with a shot of Jack Daniels. The woman looked hard, not my type. One glanced my way and then turned back to her girlfriend. They both giggled. Maybe I wasn't their type either. A couple was swinging each other around the dance floor on the left side opposite the bar. Toby Keith's I Loved This Bar was playing on the jukebox. It looked like they were doing the Texas two-step, even though we were in Tennessee. Seymour, Tennessee, home of the 411 Motor Speedway and Nancy Swan. I approached the barman and ordered a Rolling Rock and a shot glass of Jack Daniels, one in Rome. "Can I help you, stranger?" asked the barman. He was neither friendly nor unfriendly, but I could sense that he could turn unfriendly without much provocation. "I don't see many men in sport jackets here in Harrell's. I'm looking for a Miss Nancy Swan. I was told she can be found here most evenings." "And what is your interest in Miss Nancy Swan?" he asked. The neutrality was beginning to fade, the unfriendliness ascending. All conversation at the bar ceased. 14 eyes turned in my direction. The couple on the dance floor stopped two-stepping. The only sounds were Toby Keith's dulcet voice and the clacking of pool balls in the rear. This could be awkward, I thought. Maybe more than awkward. "Does she know you?" said the barman. "In a way," I answered. "I think she's expecting me. I hope she's expecting me." The barman gestured with his head towards the rear of the building where 3 pool tables were located. The one table in use was brightly lit under a large hood containing 4 rows of fluorescent tubes, but the surrounding area was dim. I saw movement around the table in play, but could not distinguish the players. Then the shooter leaned over the table and I audibly gasped. Young Nancy Swan, perhaps the most beautiful woman I had ever seen. The first time I had seen her, she was 25 and a cast member of Cats in an off-Broadway revival. Becky had brought me backstage after the show to meet her new friend, Nancy Swan. I was always a dog person, but I converted the moment I saw Nancy with her whiskers. "Sit at a table and I'll ask her to join you when she's finished. She gets pissed when I interrupt her game. If she doesn't want to join you, I will ask you politely, one time, to leave. I suggest you honor my request should I make it." I sat sipping my Jack Daniels and taking long drinks from my beer while I watched Nancy Swan play pool in the back. Her hair, red-brown, flowing in waves, shiny, reached the top of her perfect ass. Even in the dim light, I could appreciate that ass. She was wearing a brown sweatshirt, which was tight enough to show her small but perfectly shaped breasts, and faded jeans. She had comfortable leather boots on her feet. Her face took my breath away. It was the same magnificent face I had seen in 2015 and beyond, but younger. I couldn't wait until I had a closer, more intimate view of that face, even without the cat whiskers. "Thought you might like another Rolling Rock," said the barman. "She is beautiful, isn't she?" "Yes," I said. "She is most definitely beautiful." "We all protect our Nancy Swan, he said. "Don't ever forget that." "You have no worries with me, sir," I said. "Good," he replied. "I don't like worries." I glanced over towards the bar, Nobody was paying me any mind. I turned back, and as if by magic, Nancy Swan was standing a foot from me, holding her pool cue vertically between her legs, looking directly into my eyes. The young Nancy Swan had freckles, but they were not a flaw on that face. You going to get me a beer, Sam Turner? She asked. Then I'll whoop your ass in pool. How do you know my name? I asked. I was signaling to the barman, holding up 2 fingers. I knew you were coming, she said. Who alerted you? No one alerted me, she answered. I just knew. How did you know? I queried. You know that better than me, she said. I did. The barman placed 2 ice-cold Rolling Rocks on the table. Thanks, Nick, Nancy said. And to me, I knew you were coming tonight, but I had no idea what you looked like. The blue blazer, the button-down Oxford shirt, the khaki pants, and the expensive loafers gave it away. She sat down at the table, straddling the chair, resting her elbows on the top of the backrest. I sensed everyone looking at us. She took a long drink from her beer, then finished off my Jack Daniels. The shot glass had been almost full. I needed that, she said, exhaling a bourbon and honey-scented breath in my direction. Heavenly. Then she laughed. So you're going to be in Seymour until Sunday, she asked. It was not really a question. Yes, I said. It was Thursday evening, September 17th, 2008. Tomorrow's my birthday, she said. Yes, the big one, I said, 18. How old are you, Sam Turner, she asked. Just turned 23, I answered, August 7th. I think 23 is perfect for 18. A 5-year spread. Pa is putting on a pig roast at Uncle Billy's place for me tomorrow. I expect that's why you're here. Getting to know you better, that's why I'm here, I said. And I do enjoy a good Tennessee pig roast. Saturday you can take me to dinner and dancing at the Willow Barn. I'll be an adult then. I'm going to want a big steak and a legal beer or 2, maybe a little Jack on the side. It will be my pleasure. Good. Now take your beer and follow me to the pool table. You do shoot pool, don't you? Yes, I'm pretty good. Let's pay stripes and solids, $1 a ball. We'll see how good you are. You're on, I said. Pa has picked me up at 11, after he gets off work. We have an hour. On the way to the pool table, she motioned to Nick to bring 2 more beers to us. Put it on his tab, Nick, she said. She smiled at me. Definitely worth the price of a beer, that smile. How do you buy beer here if you're only 17, I asked. I have a fake ID. Shows my birth date as September 18th, 1988. But I've never used it. Nick is my uncle, and both cops here in Seymour are my cousins. I'm going to burn the fake ID at the pig roast tomorrow. She racked the balls, putting the 8-ball in the center, and evenly distributing the solids and stripes throughout the wooden triangular form. You want a break, she asked. Ladies first, I answered. She launched the white cue ball into the prearranged triangle of multicolored balls, sinking 3 solids, the 1, 3, and 7 balls, leaving the black 8 ball exactly where it had been before her initial shot had scattered the other balls around the table. Not bad, I said. She just smiled. She then methodically sank the 2, 4, 5, 6, and finally the 8 ball. You owe me $8, Sam Turner. I paid her while she re-racked the balls. We usually play winner breaks, but I'll let you go first, Sam Turner. Something tells me we have a future together, and I don't want to mess that up for a lousy $8. I broke, and the 12th ball ended up in one of the side pockets. Then I missed an easy shot on the 15 ball, turning the table back over to Nancy. She ran out 8 straight solids, finishing with the 8 ball. I handed her a 10. She gave me back 2 singles. Let's go to a table and have a couple of Rolling Rocks while I wait for Pa, she said. She turned off the fluorescent light over the table we had been using. Nick brought 2 more cold beers to our table. Tomorrow the pig roast begins at 3. Where are you staying? The Seymour Inn, I said, on Highway 411. Nice place, she answered. Great view of the mountains, both north and south, from the parking lot. And there's a Waffle House right across the road from the hotel. To get to my Uncle Billy's place, take Highway 411 south about 10 miles, and just after the Coca-Cola billboard, take the dirt road on the right, leads right to Uncle Billy's house. Let's finish these beers and go outside to wait for Pa. We went outside a little before 11. Her father had not yet arrived. Something's happening here, Sam, that I don't understand, but I like it. And I knew it would happen. How? I don't know, but I knew. She brought her lips up against mine. I had never kissed her before. It tasted as good as I thought it would. Rolling Rock, bourbon, of course, but much more. Sensual wildness, female delectations, a sweetness beyond description. Nancy Swan. That was nice, she said, but I'm still a minor, so that's all you're going to get. She laughed as she backed away from me. Here comes Pa. An old Chevy convertible stopped in front of Farrell's, and Nancy dropped into the front passenger seat. See you at Uncle Billy's tomorrow, she hollered to me. She blew me a kiss before turning to face her father. Is that him? Asked her father. I didn't hear her answer, but I assumed it was yes.